I'm here with Chris Elliott, who is one of the leaders of our group here. We went to spend our time in Israel, and we were under fire there, and we've had a number of people comment on that. But Chris, I know, has had a lot of thoughts about that, so we want to talk to him just a little bit. Chris, give me your reflections on the time there, what you learned that you didn't know, or you saw something in a different way, or anything you want to share with the people.
Yeah, well, obviously there were some teachings that you kind of brought out that brought a different perspective of some of the sites that was really in the meat of the word, and I like that. Love prophecy. You're an expert in that level, so sharing some of the prophetic events that are happening at these sites, just mind-blowing. Actually, matter of fact, it brings it to life because we were there. But being in a war zone, even at my age, shook me. And
just for information now, just so you'll know, Chris is an old man of 40.
Amen. Yeah, it shook me.
He's not as young as I am.
That's
I'm 70.
Right.
So
yeah, amen. So it shook me, and
it was shaking.
It tried my faith, and I have learned through this process that real, true faith does not come without God galvanizing you first.
Right.
And the galvanizing of us being put in a situation that was uncomfortable, dangerous,
and it was
not only brought the whole group together, it strengthened our faith in a new manner.
It did.
And I saw teenagers leading the faith with adults.
Yeah, and one was his daughter Riley, who was eating dinner with us. We're having a posh dinner here.
That's right.
Certainly an expensive one.
That's right. Exactly. That airport food is a little.
Be warned.
But thank God we're back in the United States of America.
Yeah.
And I've got brothers and sisters that will be my brothers and sisters for the rest of my life. I can see how the gospel went from 12 men over in a different continent to be on fire. They saw a dead man raised to life. They faced persecution, which galvanized them, and there's no stopping them. So I kind of feel like there's no stopping us moving forward.
Yeah. And I agree, because everybody's faith was tested, and we all pulled together. I think what was beautiful here this week, none of us, well, there were some of you who knew each other from Lexington, others from Eastern North Carolina.
Yes.
Then there were several of us who were not in either of those flocks, but we merged, and we merged, I think, very quickly.
That's right.
Through sharing the Bible.
Amen.
And through praise and worship.
That's right.
Chris is a fellow tenor.
Yes.
Here.
Yes.
And if I get too high, I have to shift down to be a baritone.
That was great. You did.
But we had a great time praising God. I would say it was essential.
It was essential for us
not only to please the Lord,
That's right.
but to help us.
That's right.
And
really
he was enthroned on those places.
Yeah, our spirits were vexed when you start hearing these things and feel the shock waves.
Yeah.
We were
and
concerned.
Tell them what happens when a missile lands within half mile of where you. What happened? What did you feel? What did you hear?
We felt the shock wave from it. We heard a boom like we've never heard before. Matter of fact, the lights at one point in time even blinked, and we were asking, "Is that normal?" I would say the most concerning part was when we had our first bomb shelter threat in Jerusalem. After we came from Magdala, in Jerusalem. We were running down the steps, and IDF soldiers were running ahead of us and behind us. And I was like, wow, this is real. Because they were acting like, wow, we got to get to safety. And it was the first time that it just wasn't a fire drill. We're so used to doing fire drills in America, and we just kind of go through it. No, this was the real deal. And then when we started hearing them explode, it was like the only thing that's going to get us through this is God.
Yeah.
Amen.
And he did. He really did. He got us through, and we are stronger for it.
Amen.
And we are much tighter, much closer.
We are.
As brothers, aren't we? I mean, we really.
Come on.
This has been a real bonding throughout this group of 24.
I'm telling you.
Tell them also how this happened. You were linked into a government site.
That's right.
And tell them the procedure. What happens when they detect an incoming missile in one or another part of the country?
So it's absolutely phenomenal. I saved
he can show you here
some of the screenshots on my phone just because it was so scary. I kind of didn't want to lose it. So I took some screenshots of it. If I can go through, there were so many that I've shared, but just to show this is what it looked like when it was coming through. These are the active missile threats by the minute. And we were, literally like every 10 minutes we were in the bunker.
And your screen went red.
That's right.
With alert, and they told you what area
it was
they'd be coming, if it was in your area.
Yeah. If you look at the top, these is hostile aircraft intrusions. So it wasn't just bombs. It was drones. It was aircraft.
Right.
So
I think the last one that went off near us was a drone.
That's right.
I think. I haven't confirmed that.
Yeah, it was absolutely just awakening. But this
there we go. That's what we're looking at.
This is the alert.
And we have
in your area. Get now. You have a minute 30 seconds to get to safety.
That's right.
So it was a countdown. And if you're away, you got to run. You got to get there.
Yeah, this came first, and then a loud siren.
That's right.
External siren.
That's right. And it would list all the places affected. And for a 2-day span there, I think we got over 5,000 rockets in the central, the eastern, the northern side of Jerusalem. It was crazy.
And the Israelis were very matter of fact about it, but when they got this alert and the alarm, they were quick to move.
There's a grainy picture of one of the fighter pilots, the fighter planes going through. It's just a lot. Some of the damage.
We were coming down that day.
Yes.
We were coming down that day. I see the smoke rising.
Yeah.
The highway from
Magdalene. Galilee
down to Jerusalem.
It was scary.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's when it was real.
And
like, wow.
3 different Iron Dome shots go up.
Yes. Riley and Hunter saw that.
Yeah.
When
and we were singing on the bus coming down.
We were because at the end of the day, the only protection that we could have was the good Lord.
That's right. And the good Lord was awfully faithful. Right?
Yes. He ordered our steps, and now he's got us back home, stateside. So.
But everybody in the whole group was talking faith to each other. We were encouraging each other.
Amen.
I think the day after we heard the large strike outside at 11 o'clock p.m., the next morning, we all were shaking a little bit. Everybody was kind of talking things over. And then we started talking faith. We started encouraging and loving each other. We started praising God.
We did.
And I'll say it was you and Riley and who else was singing with you? Hunter.
That's right.
And his mother, Janet.
That's right.
And they sing together regularly in a praise team at the Baptist. Tell us about your Baptist church.
Oh yeah, Madison Heights Free Will Baptist Church. Senior Pastor David Robinson. It's a great church. Great church.
Great church. David's a great guy.
Love them. But you're leaving yourself out. You sang praise.
I just kind of jumped in. I was an illegitimate
Marissa sang with us, so it was great.
We had a great time.
It was great. It was one of those times where it was just, our souls are vexed, and you send the singers and the musicians out before the warriors, and I think God was preparing us. Although we didn't realize it at the time, we were going through this storm so he could shape us into something. So when we came back here, we could make a difference. And he's lit a fire in all of us that will not be easily put out moving forward.
Yeah, absolutely. That's exactly right. And, while you were talking about, I was thinking about something that, in addition to this, that we now have the ability to tell others who are in a scenario of imminent physical danger, physical fear. We're not always in that situation.
That's right. That's right.
Here in America, we were thankful to be how secure we were.
A lot of people can't relate to what we've been through.
And one more thing, we all know and have talked about it, how the Lord turned this situation, which was evil and bad, for good. For us. And tell them what happened as we were trying to. You guys were working on an itinerary to get us out.
Oh yeah.
Now tell them what turn that took and where it took us to.
Oh man, it went national. Went crazy.
Right.
So everybody wanted to hear the story. So it went viral. So
also,
God's using it.
Yeah, and also we ended up going to Greece.
Come on.
We had an entire day where we looked at the scenes where we know Paul was in Corinth, and again where we know he was on Mars Hill.
Come on, brother.
Okay, brother
It was
Chris.
wonderful.
Thank
God
you for taking
bless
this time.
Thank you, sir.